Welcome to the finale of Halo 2. We're now back with the Arby.
Back at Arby's.
You know,
Yep.
I
Orbeez.
can't help but notice that despite having more missions, this playthrough is less parts than Halo 1.
Fewer.
Yeah, I think because a lot of the missions in this are, well, not a lot, but a couple of them are pretty short in comparison to some of the, like the library, for example. Ugh.
Yeah, like these missions take less minutes to complete.
Yeah.
Fewer.
And the thing is, too, in Master Chief Collection, if you're, like, obsessed with, I don't know, getting every achievement, there are par times, like, you know, par and golf, like, you can, if you complete the
Uh-huh.
mission in a certain amount of time, like, or before you reach par. And they're pretty generous, in this game, they're 15 minutes, some are 20 minutes. You can complete each of the missions in this game in pretty short time, where in Halo 1, it's like, par time 15, par time 15, par time 25, par time 20, par time 25. I think the libraries is like 25 also. But yes, in Halo 1, there's less missions, but they're definitely longer.
Fewer.
And also, everything is just kind of faster paced in this game. Like, movement, obviously the vehicle sections are faster.
Yeah,
all
it's
of the...
it's faster paced. Things really get moving. It takes you fewer time to finish.
True. Real. It take me less time to end.
I love how Evan's trolling me. I actually got that from Whitney because Whitney would keep doing that. And so now I need to carry on the tradition.
Yeah, well, Whitney's a linguistic nightmare to talk to.
That's true.
And I'm also extremely pedantic, so between the two of us, we'll drive someone off a bridge.
Yeah, what was the term? Maximum pedantic.
That's me.
Watch this.
Yeah. I like painfully pedantic because it's an alliteration.
True. Dude, Evan, I'm still sick to my stomach that
I'm sick to my brain.
that they released the PS5 Pro Plus in Japan only, and it's more expensive.
It's not the Pro Plus.
I know. I
It's
just
the
called it that
base
'cause I couldn't-
model. It's the base
Yeah.
model without the disc drive, but region locked for the sake of having the price lower. But it is still 11,000 yen more expensive than the launch price.
It's
Bloody-
silly. It is, yeah.
That's like $71.18 according to.
And then literally,
You should
like,
just look up the exact
Just-
exactly 1 day later, Valve's like, "Hey, it's the GameCube."
Dude, that's actually crazy. I know you said that, like, you're all about the physical copy, and I'm down with that. But I think it's crazy that, like, that exists.
So you know
And
what?
I don't...
I'm down with it too now because I had some thoughts. Okay, I had some
Okay.
thoughts. So I was been thinking. Okay, like it or not, like they're holding on to it now because there's collector's demand, and Nintendo's gonna keep it going for a while because according to their financial report, physical copies make up more than half of their sales still. But eventually, their physical media is gonna be phased out entirely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, damn, what do I do? And then I realized this is the solution. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? Okay,
What are you gonna do?
so first
Let me
off,
hear you cook.
First off, physical media is the only thing that is tying me to purchasing games legitimately. So first off, pirate everything. Maybe
Yes,
not
absolutely.
everything. Definitely
Pirate.
not indie games.
Yeah.
And if I really want to support something, I'd buy that anyway. But that aside, okay? Every single game goes on its own SD card. And those SD cards go in plastic cases with sleeves that I can put custom printed artwork in.
He's cooking.
I will not let you take physical media away from me. If you won't sell it to me, I will make my own.
SW Mans.
It's like how I got fed up with what cable TV became, so I just made my own version of cable TV.
It's crazy. That's what's, like, That's what streaming services were supposed to be, and now streaming services are just cable TV.
Oh,
What was the original intention of streaming services? I've never used one, so
You can watch what you want. It's basically Comcast on demand, super simplified. You pick a show you want to watch, and you can watch it. Sounds cool, right?
Yeah,
Should be.
that's what I thought it was. What did it actually end up becoming?
Now they shove ads down your throat, and you have to pay extra for more packages, bundles, and worst of all, ad-free versions of the streaming services.
Yep.
So you pay to access it, then you pay more to have the ad-free version?
Yep.
Now, here's what I do, okay? Here's how I watch TV shows nowadays.
Hold on, look at my friends. You get to have the hunters as homies.
I wonder. I think they
cute.
share a brain cell. That's kind of my.
They do,
impression of
yeah.
them.
So, I think I mentioned
Like
this.
hot potato with
I think
it.
I mentioned this before, but I actually like linear TV more than the on-demand format. Because, okay, so I feel like...
Discourages binge watching.
Well, yes, okay. First off, I will exclusively watch shows weekly. Even old shows, I only watch weekly.
You have good self-discipline.
Well, it's not so much a self-discipline thing. It's the fact that I find shows more enjoyable that way. Cliffhangers are actually able to be cliffhangers, you know?
Yeah, it's good. Like when we watched Erased as it came out.
Dear God, that was stressful.
That was a really good
That's
experience.
brutal. That's awesome.
I think that's the only time Carrie watched an anime as it was coming out.
I think so.
No, Yuki-chan also.
I did watch that one. Okay.
Yeah. So. Okay. All right. So. The thing about it's like I prefer watching shows weekly, because it lets cliffhangers be cliffhangers. It spaces things out nicely. It lets the journey feel more whole. However, I also kind of like shows being on at specific times. And also, like, even if it means I can't quite... I mean, the DVR recordings and VCR recordings have been around long enough for me to not care about that as much, but... It encourages me to try out new shows to a better extent than on-demand does. Because if you... Say you put a new show like on the lineup between two shows that I'm already watching, which is what they used to do with new shows when scheduling them. Fuck that guy.
Damn right.
I find
Fuck all these guys.
I find it way more encouraging for me to try out a new show. When nowadays I pretty much exclusively check out shows that have been around for a long time that I heard were good, or I'm catching up on the new seasons, and it's very, very rare that I actually try out something brand new. In fact, I think the only exceptions that I've made in the past few years are Bocchi the Rock and Dun Da Dun.
Bocchi the Rock Johnson.
Yep. So.
Sorry, I had to.
Here's what I'm doing. And I'm only doing this with the really, really old shows, okay? But nevertheless. Alright, so. I take 6 shows. And I think I described doing this before. I take 6 shows, and I put them all into a single video file that runs back to back. However...
I mean, I like videos.
There's still bumpers and ad breaks. But the ad breaks are specifically... meant to be tied to the date that the episode originally aired.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch it on my CRT in my room. And I do this once a week.
That's a good way to pace your shows. This cute guy. It's a good way to pace your shows. Like you said, you can think about it more waiting for the next episode.
Yeah, and also...
Definitely.
Something else I've noticed is that, everyone hates ads, and I get it. But sticking an ad break in there gives you time to process what just happened in the middle of the show, even.
Mm-hmm.
Or it lets you...
this is where the
or
betrayal
you could use it to take a piss, or refill your drink, or get some food. I mean, you can also pause, but that's less organic. In fact, whenever I am watching something like in a
here it comes.
straight up on demand on demand format.
Oh, you just got obliterated.
So what happened was, the hunter
He hunted you.
fucking whacked the box,
He hunted
and
you.
it just launched into me and killed me. Thank you for adding.
Oh, obliterate.
Anyway.
This guy just kills himself.
Even when I'm watching something just like as a straight video on its own in the on-demand format, no ads, I always wait for where an ad break is specifically supposed to be before I pause the show to use the bathroom or refill my drink or something like that. I don't
Usually
like
gives a good stopping point. You know, they do it intentionally, I imagine, when they make it.
I like stopping points. I don't just want to
that's
cut it
a
off
big thing.
wherever, you know? Hey,
Yeah,
Mr.
Sergeant
Mohawk's
Johnson's-
gonna activate that thing.
Yeah,
It's a
Sergeant
big-
Johnson stole the Scarab.
Oh, that looks dangerous.
Yeah. So the big spider tank we fought earlier on Earth is now our friend, because Sergeant Johnson is cruising. And,
Thanks, Sergeant Johnson.
I know, what a homie. And we have to go protect him, so the
So
elite
he
took me
and-
up with a banshee.
So he and the Arbiter are friends now?
Less friends, more like Tartarus is going to utilize Miranda.
We need
Keys.
to join forces, because if we don't, then we're all gonna die.
Correct. Big enemy of my enemy is my friend type shit. And you know what? If it was between me working with some 7'10" alien dude voiced by Keith David, or the obliteration of everything and everyone in the galaxy, I think I'd probably take the former.
Oh my god, barrel roll!
That's right. You can utilize advanced mechanics
That's right.
in the Banshees in this game, such as barrel rolling and stationary flips.
Can you try a somersault?
Yeah.
Can you use the boost to get through?
Absolutely, you can.
Try
I think I'm
a
about to use the
U-turn.
boost. I cannot U-turn unless I do it
Try a
manually.
U-turn.
All right, thank you, Peppy. She Peppy on my hair? No,
Me when
that's
I
actually kind of crazy.
me when I'm in a dogfight and I try a somersault and my opponent goes, "What the heck?"
Oh, what the heck? Dude, Wolf is so fucking funny. In
I think I've said this before. But I would call alongside Team Fortress 2, I'd call Star Fox 64 the most quotable video game of all time.
It's got a lot of bangers.
Jay,
still
I've been
find myself-
saved by Fox. How swell.
I still find myself whenever, like, I'm with a friend or something, or just like the scenario, like the turbines, I'm just like, "What's wrong? Come a little closer."
Not
I
a
can't
Star
stop
Fox.
it.
Not a Star Fox 64 quote, but it just made me think of, what's the matter, scared?
Dude, I can't believe Smash Ult. I know he's like, "Oh, are you scared?" But it doesn't have as much sauce. Also, I'm getting fucking obliterated and I die. Rest
The
in piss,
line
man.
doesn't have as much sauce, but I like the voice more.
No, for sure. Also, his howl for some reason sounds a little strange.
Oh, but on the other hand, he has a the hunt is on, boys.
That's true. He does have the hunt is on, boys. He also has the funniest gimmick for his blaster, where he like pulls it out first, and because it has a blade on it, Nintendo was like, "Yeah, we got to give that a hitbox." Aside from the projectile, that's so awesome.
The
I wish
blade
Wolf was
specifically.
Yeah, so Wolf's blaster has a blade on the bottom, kind of like the, well, we haven't seen it yet. I don't know why to talk about it, but in the next game, the brute weapons is the spike rifle. It's got like 2 blades on the bottom. Anyway, yes. Aside from his blaster doing the projectile, which is damaging, if you're too close to Wolf, the blade, when he pulls out his gun, also does damage. It does like fucking no damage, but it still deals knockback. So you get hit with the blade and the projectile, which means Wolf and Wolf players immediately short hop in there or jab. They're psychopaths. They need to be put down. All 14 Wolf players, all of them being in Japan. Actually, that's not true. One of them's in Latin America. Shout out to Lobo, which is Spanish for, you guessed it, dog.
So
You give me time to guess.
I don't usually.
It's wolf.
I don't
It's
usually
Spanish.
encounter good wolf players.
Yeah, they're usually just like spam aerials like bear, and then decide, what would be a great idea is decide beyond the stage, but they somehow every time always forget. Subby fucking sucks low key as a recovery tool.
Yeah, it's also like they seem to be. So it's one of those weird things. It's like oftentimes when I find myself against Wolf, I'm playing against Ganon, or I'm playing as Ganon. Okay, and somehow they always manage to leave themselves open to a side smash, a doria, if you will.
Hit him with the big sword, the big cleaver.
And it's like, that's not an easy attack to get hit by. It's it's easy reads.
Yeah, it's slow. He gives you about 19 decades to see that, he's in place. His sword is behind him. His sword is above his head, and then the attack comes out, like I said, 19 decades later. So it's just a little silly. But you know what? I'm not Master Hero Soccer guy. I did not develop the game, and I do not develop the players who play the game.
Ganon in general is silly in Smash.
Yeah, because in Melee he was just like Captain Falcon, and then in Brawl he's
you
the
see
worst
the faces
character.
he makes too.
Yeah, he's a very emotive guy.
But he's just like, how the fuck did you manage to make Ganon like the most dead serious character in the entire Zelda series that goofy?
I don't know. They kind of, they made him look a little silly. All right, Sergeant Josh is going to activate his super laser piss on the door.
Right.
W mans.
Pissing on the door.
piss laser.
Yep. And he does it again. Do it again. I wasn't looking. Do it again.
You had to get a little more out.
Oh, yep. See it? There it is. He's shaking it off now. He's doing the shake. Delusions and grandeur. Yes. Flavor. Fairwind ball paint. Color.
Well, you know what they say about. Yeah.
That's true. I actually think that, also, dude, I am so... Okay. This whole, Banshee sequence is a fucking nightmare on anything above normal. Because they do damage modifiers for vehicles. So, you get sneezed at by a couple enemy Banshees. And, I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a fucking beat-up 2005 shitbox Corolla. And I'm fucking flying.
You know who else I encounter online a lot by players who are not good at the game?
Who?
Ike.
Oh, poor Eichelvic, dude. So sad.
Just about every Ike player I face against has a tendency to self-destruct, I've noticed.
Dude, they just fucking...
And it's not
side
even
B,
it's not even
or they
trying
up
to
B.
do, it's not even trying to, in the process of trying to upbeat and recover, it's not even that, it's like they just do not know how to stay on the stage.
Bros forget that they are heavy guys. They are not fast followers. Well, they are fast followers because they weigh 59 million tons. Yep, there it is. Goodbye, Banshee.
Bye. Into the tunnel.
Bye, have a beautiful time. Secret tunnel.
Not
We
so
got fucked
secret
up.
right now, because
Definitely not. This shit got
We're
fucked
here.
up. Alright, time for me to become the secret man. How do I do this? Simple. I go invisible. I'm not invisible. I am invisiblest. I got crazy back shots. It's holy work. Me when I'm in charge of putting holes in the Swiss cheese. As a kid, I used to think that's why that was like that. Like Swiss cheese was solid like cheddar, and there was just some guy who put holes in. I think that is still the case.
Yeah, it's only they baptize the cheese and that's where it gets its holes.
Like baptism by fire, but baptism by Swiss cheese.
Yep.
Swiss cheese specifically.
Swiss cheese
Oh, yeah.
specifically is baptized.
I know there's
Not
other
nacho
cheese with
cheese?
holes in it. No, not nacho
That's
cheese.
true.
Carrie.
Yeah, I guess you need
Swiss
more.
is like primarily the cheese that primarily has holes in it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's me when I push up my glasses and say Carrie, do the
me what I do, me and being Gabe doing a Carrie impression.
Carrie, do the
Why is it that how I do it specifically?
I don't.
is
It's
funny?
just. I don't know, man.
Erm.
I like a baby with jingling keys, man. It's really not that hard.
I feel like that's not the first time you've said that either.
Like a baby with jingling keys. What is it that babies think are so funny about jingling
I don't.
keys?
I think maybe it's the same thing that like mobiles are like above their crib,
Yeah.
where like there's just like shapes moving and their eyes are just like whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to imagine it from our point of view. It seems something so mundane, but if you think it's brand new to a baby, baby's never seen that before.
Yeah, they're probably thinking it's crazy.
Ugh, that
he's
sounds
old now.
unpleasant.
That's crazy.
It's nothing compared to what I'll do to you.
All right, pull up. Oh, dude, this scene is so fucking cool. Dude, Keith David's so fucking good that it pisses me off. So is Kevin Michael Richardson, though, as Tartarus.
You know, rip him apart.
Please. Don't shake the light bulb.
The light bulb.
Keep your brain inside your head. I need your voice to chill.
Short bark.
Weapons of last resort built by the forerunners to eliminate potential bloodlusts, thereby rendering the parasite harmless.
And those who made the rings? What happened to the forerunners?
After exhausting every other strategic option, my creators activated the rings. They and all additional sentient life in 3 radii of the galactic center died as planned.
Sheesh.
Like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
My bro is so mad he crashes out.
The great journey has begun, and the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophets' escort.
You know,
All right, time to combat Mr. Tartarus in a boss fight.
All right.
As for boss fights, it's better than the one we did against the heretics, but it's still a little easy
the
and a little
prophets
goofy.
really are the fucking worst.
Oh no, they're terrible. That guy just fucking killed himself. That guy also killed himself.
Hi.
Rest in peace. I wanted to revert because they just fucking killed themselves. I need my whole team with me. I'm not going into this fight alone. It's annoying, but it's easy. So, okay, here's Tartarus' gimmick. When he's got the piss aura around him, like, that means, A, he's got to go to the bathroom, but more importantly, it means he's invincible to attacks and can't get hurt.
Wait,
When his... Yes.
so if he never deactivates the aura, does
Uh-huh.
that mean that he poisons his urinary system?
Yeah, so when you gotta go, you gotta go. But... Yes, so when when you don't see the aura around him, you can hurt him and shoot him and blast him and krill him. But he does have an early version of the gravity hammer, which a lucky hit. I don't know, bro. I'm kind of grilling you, buddy boy. He's getting ravaged. Just blasting him, just
That
railing.
one guy from the Amon clan in Yuck who's a 4 who has the explosive hammer.
Oh, I wish those were real.
Literally the hardest part of that fight. Like the rest of it's pretty manageable, but that one, and you're playing as Saejima during that.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Anyway, he's dead. Got him. I got him. GG's. Shake my hand. Right, this scene's a little silly, but I like it. Here, no, it's just... He's right behind me. Oh, that expression is so funny to me.
What the fuck was that run?
It's a little silly.
That's the vibe I got from it.
Alright, so...
Oh, that's bright.
We deactivated
Hello.
the Halo. Or did we?
We did, right?
Let's see.
But we don't want to activate it though, right? Because
Let's
doesn't
see.
that
Uh-oh.
That destroys all life,
Looks
right?
like they're gonna... We failed to stop it in time. Everybody dies.
Really?
100%. This is the bad ending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, I'm 100% lying to you. Everything's fine.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense because there are more Halo games, unless they take place all in the past.
Well, I mean, Master Chief isn't.
Here we go. Here's what actually happened.
Superluminous speeds with the frequency of
Communicating with what?
Thank you, Wheatley.
other installations.
Show me.
Fail-safe protocol. In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
Don't be ridiculous.
Listen, Tinkerbell, don't make me.
Then where?
Tinkerbell.
Activate the other
Sergeant
ring.
Johnson's the best.
Why the Ark? Of course.
The Ark. Noah's Ark.
So everything's going to be destroyed except us.
No.
But
We
that's
stopped the
story of
firing
Mozart.
sequence, but because it was suddenly interrupted,
This is Spartan 117.
oh, here it comes. You're gonna say the meme.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the ending of Halo 2. So the rings are in standby now because the last one got emergency aborted for the firing sequence. To activate all the Halos, they have to go to Earth and find this place called the Ark. The Ark is where you will fire the rest of the
Damn,
Halos.
this game really just said, but I'm not done yet.
Wait, the Ark is where you'll what?
Fire all of the Halos. Or in our case, stop the Prophet of Truth from going there and firing all the Halos.
Right. I was saying, I don't think we want that to happen.
Silence fills the empty grave now that I have gone. But my
Would they survive if they fired the Halos?
The humans?
No,
The Flood?
the other dudes who were going to go do it.
Oh, the Prophets?
Yeah.
No, they don't die also.
So they'd rather die that way than at the hands of the Flood, I suppose.
I thought that Cortana was about to high-five him.
High five.
So, High Charity is now a Flood Hive. Cortana was left behind on High Charity, and the Grave Mind, in his fully sentience, is now going to effectively logic core abuse her and torture her. Thumbs
Oh
up.
no.
So, final thoughts time.
Wow, what a way to end.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Carrie goes first.
I go first. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, what a way to end. That was actually really good. I think this game was like the previous one, but just better in all aspects, at least from my experience. Music, plot, characters, visuals, gameplay, etc. Satisfying ending, and it definitely makes me excited to see the next one. I don't have a whole bunch else to say other than that, but I will certainly give it more than I did last time. So let's give this one an 8.75 out of 10.
Ooh.
Well
Yeah.
done.
So, I am going to echo a lot of what Carrie said, in that the game in general was just more interesting than the first one by a landslide. Like, there was a story in the first game, but it was really just the humans accidentally adding to the list of enemies they have to deal with, and then, with the exception of fucking Wheatley, none of them really had any actual character to them. While in this game, we actually see the perspective of the Covenant. We actually see the perspective of the one intelligent member of the Flood. You know, it's like, these guys have lives, personal experiences, there's actual guys that they speak to. And actually having, like, the Arbiter as a playable character allowed this to flesh itself out even further. And it really just showed that a lot of this is happening just because, like, 3 guys really like their job, and they want to keep their job, and it's like, they're gonna make everyone's lives worse just for the sake of that.
That's a good way to describe it.
Fuck your profits.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really have to say. I don't have much to say about the gameplay. So yeah, I'll give it an I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Right on. All right, bada boom, here we go. So Halo 2 was actually the last of the Halos that I ever played. My play order went Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 1, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 2.
That's a weird
Now,
order. Like, that's not
it
even
is,
backwards. It's just odd.
I was a kid when I played Halo 3 and Reach first at a friend's house, so that was mostly my first exposure. But we'll get there when we get there. So dual wielding. Okay, so to talk a little bit about the game, the combat, like it's a little more floaty, but the general speed of the game itself is faster. You know, obviously, gunfights feel a lot nicer. Dual wielding is a cool addition. You can have a plasma weapon in one hand and then a ballistic in the other, or two plasma weapons or two ballistics or whatever. And so there's a lot of variety in how you can approach scenarios. Now, I mostly just picked what I like the best, which is, you know, hanging back and popping people from a range with a carbine or the battle rifle or whatever. But there's a lot of variety in the cover of the maps and how you can approach situations. Obviously, it gives you a billion grenades, so you can just spam those too. But at no point, you know, does it ever feel like combat's a chore. And I think that's in comparison to games like Call of Duty after Black Ops 2. It feels like gunfights are just really boring and a chore, and they aren't fun, and the later Battlefields, and especially the last Medal of Honor game. But this is not about them. This is about Halo. The music fucking kicks ass. The music is awesome. How the game looks is good. I know obviously it hasn't aged well model-wise, and especially in close-ups are a little silly, but the environments, I mean, I stopped multiple times while you're playing just to admire because the game looks gorgeous, environmentally at the very least. Story-wise, it's good. I like that they flesh out the Covenant a lot, and the Arbiter's a great character. I think the Gravemind is fucking awesome and gives the Flood a kind of more cosmic-y horror, you know, like, oh god, it knows what we are and has all this knowledge of fucking alien species and humans combined. I think the human side of the story is not weak, but it can kind of just be boiled down to go here, kill a prophet. Okay, you killed the prophet and you fucked up. Okay, you're going to go here, kill a prophet and get a key. Okay, you fucked up, you didn't kill the prophet, but you got the key. Psych, you didn't get the key. Go here, kill a prophet. Prophet's already dead. Stop the other prophet from going to Earth. So it's a little and like I said, the Covenant had the heretics to deal with first, and you know you were a loyal servant to the prophets, and would realize that they're going to betray you and massacre your whole race. Pretty not great stuff. Vehicles feel good, a little sluggish. Warthog and the Scorpion and the Banshee, but those get rectified in the next game. I think the ending is a great cliffhanger. A lot of people actually don't like the ending; they feel like it's pretty weak. But I'm personally of the admission that I think a cliffhanger is good and really helped with how well Halo 3 did.
Sorry, I want to chime in. I suspect that opinions on the ending were dependent on if they played this game when it came out or if they played this game after Halo 3 was already a thing.
Correct.
Oh.
Multiplayer-wise, I mean, this game is the best-selling game on the original Xbox. Pioneered usage of matchmaking. Quake did a similar system first, but Halo really ironed it out, and a lot of games still use it. Proximity chat, clan support, which were unheard of in first-person shooters. They had websites dedicated to your stats that you would log in with your Xbox Live, and Xbox Live was also a really big part of why this game did as well as it did. The big thing too is that this game was the reason MLG and televised gaming tournaments took off in the first place. It was Halo 2. So this had a really big splash in being kind of the first game to really catch the attention of big TV corporations at the time. I think it was Spike TV, who were willing to invest in this in MLG. So yeah, I think this game is fucking awesome, but I still think that the next couple games we're going to play kind of fucking better. That's a hot take because apparently a lot of people think Halo 3 is a little weak. But you know what? They're going to be wrong, and you guys are going to see why when we play Halo 3. But that's not next time because we have Toho to play.
Yes. Oh, wait, you still have
I
to-
give I give this game a 9 out of 10.
All right, and on that note, next time on June Pro comes, it's time for another fighting game.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
The next entry in the Toho series is another fighting game. This one is called Toho Urban Legend in Limbo. But until then, this is June Pro Comes, signing off.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait,
Bye.
actually, I want to
Ooh.
say, I just want to add a little addendum to my final thoughts. My favorite part in the game was when Master Chief said "boo."
Oh, dude, it's so
yeah,
fucking
that was
iconic.
good.
It's so awesome.
All
It is.
right, see you next time, everyone.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
beautiful time.